It's quite nice to have a local venue to fish when you just want to pop out for a couple of hours fishing. My local venue, as far as still waters are concerned, is Creekmoor Ponds, which is situated in suburban Poole in Dorset. I've fished on the ponds since the mid-70s. At that time, only the small pond had fish in, the bigger pond had fairly acidic water. Then in the early 80s, when more and more houses were built, the land drainage changed and the water quality improved such that you could catch fish. I like to either fish a pole or a waggler, simple waggler like the one shown, locked with 3 treble A and a number 1 and a hollow tip waggler. I fish off the bottom, otherwise you tend to get eels. Some good roach in here. Some of the ones are well over £1. My best is 111. There's also some big hybrids, big roach rod hybrids. And a lot of people think they're catching big roach. I seem to be catching the same 3 big hybrids over and over again. One's about 111, one's 114 and one's £2. The hollow tip float shows up well in the sun. It's 3mm diameter. It's one of those big hybrids. It's 114, recognisable by a slightly damaged lip. It's a chunky old fish that fights well. Here's a better roach coming to net. I only fish size 20 barbless hooks to 0.09 and just 2 or 3 number 10s and 2 number 8s down the line, fishing around about 11 foot deep. It's a nice slow drop. This one's just about touching £1. Good solid chunky beautiful condition roach. The banks have been reinforced, but unfortunately at about 2.5 feet above the water. Doesn't really suit us float anglers. Carp anglers may think it's okay. There's a few carp in there, not a massive amount, nothing massive either. Sometimes the rudd move in and you start to get rudd one after another. Same with the perch. Often the perch are slow to show, but they're not very big. Some of the rudd are a good size. Chunky little rudd. Mixing it up with the quality roach as well. better fish, you have to take your time. Now and again I pick up a carp. I've landed two on the pole, one of 17 pounds, one of 10 pounds, which on 0.08 or 0.09 bottoms and a 20 fine wire barbless is fairly good going. Only using a number 5 elastic, which is soft enough a carp don't really know they've been hooked. Back in the late 80s and early 90s, there were a lot of small carp in here, as well as bream, which have long gone, tench, which don't seem to show anymore, even crucians and big brown goldfish, both of which have also disappeared. Water quality has recovered in the last few years, which is why we've got the fish back. There's been some restocking going on. This is one of the much better rudd. It's under £1, but it's a good fish. Don't come much prettier than that. There's some wildlife on here, plenty of moorhens, coots. And there's a bit of wildlife we try to avoid. One of the bootlace eels. As it's so near the sea, they soon come up the pipe. Finish on a quality roach. How about that for a cracker?